is a interesting one. So Zach XBT, one of the most prolific crypto investigators of all time, he exposes a lot of on-chain crime. He said that this week, literally in 2 days, he's going to reveal a massive expose of one of the largest, most profitable companies in crypto. Here's the catch. He hasn't said which company it's going to be. So everyone is speculating. There's a lot of candidates. People think it could be Pump Fund. It could be Coinbase. It could be Binance. It could be Polymarket. It could be Meteora. It could be World Liberty Financial. And there are a lot of breadcrumbs left all over the market that indicate that it could be any of these. So that is what's going on in the market right now. It's a really interesting time. And there is no question of who it could be if you know where to look. So check out that video that I put. It just posted it right now. I break down all of the cases. Let's go take a look at the macro because we are facing really interesting times. Bitcoin has dropped under $64,000 market cap. I'm sure this is much lower than you guys thought we would be going this cycle. We're at 2.26 trillion total crypto market cap, and volume is actually increasing very steadily. We're at 115 billion in 24-hour trading volume, which is better volume than we had last week with worse prices. That means that people are selling, and they are selling fast. Speaking of selling, the founder of Ethereum has sold over $7 million worth of Ethereum literally just this past weekend. This guy is literally selling as I speak. The guy that founded the Ethereum blockchain was selling while the biggest Ethereum conference in the United States was happening. He did not care. He was literally selling while the conference was happening. XRP is at $1.33. They've broken downwards under 140, and their relative strength that they had 2 weeks ago has absolutely shattered. They are down 10% this week, and it looks like they will keep collapsing. BNB has fallen under $600. They are under a lot of scrutiny. There are many outflows from the Binance exchange, and people are pointing fingers at Binance as a company, accusing them of a lot of foul things. Solana has collapsed under $80, while the founder has said that meme coins are obsolete and meme coins are valueless, but meme coins are the only thing that people are actually trading on the Solana blockchain, and the only reason why this coin's not at $20 right now. You scroll down and pretty much every coin is bleeding double digits. It is an absolute bloodbath in the market right now, and nobody is safe. Nobody is exempt. It is pretty impressive, pretty scary at the same time, but that is the state of the market. It's a pleasure to see you guys. Let's lock in and check out the trenches, see what's going on. So this coin right here, Bohem, the Lobstar. This was a coin that I was just showing you guys at 90,000 market cap, and then it just wicked up to 180k, a clean ×2 right away, topping out at 210,000 market cap. So far so great. Hey, good to see you, Oz. Welcome. Everyone's switching to USDC to trade meme coins now. Solana to $50 for sure, bro. Solana to $50, I believe it. You know what? Send it to 40 while we're at it. Let's keep looking around. It's pretty smart to have your altcoins stabled up right now. So here's a coin called Clued. This is really interesting because this is a brand new coin. Came out just 4 hours ago and shredded up to $3.28 million market cap with one of the cleanest charts that I've seen in the market today. Clued. It looks like this. I can only assume that it's an AI-based coin. AI with persistent memory, dream cycles, and on-chain proof of thought. It remembers, it reflects, and it evolves. So we are entering a brand new AI bull run. A lot of these coins that are related to on-chain AI integration are going absolutely parabolic. Clued right here is a great example. $3.4 million is no small feat, especially in less than 5 hours. This is a brand new coin that is shredded perfectly to the top. Did any of you guys catch this one? This would have been life-changing money for people that were in there at the right place at the right time, especially considering it was a bit of a slow cook, especially right at the start. So far, so great. Nitro says, I've not really seen you buy any coins on stream. Yes, Nitro, this is by design. I do not buy any coins on my stream. That is not the point of my stream. I have no wish to turn you into exit liquidity, and I have no wish for you guys to copy trade me. Sir Integress says, do you think AI tokens are more successful on Base rather than on Solana? Well, AI tokens are the most successful tokens on Base. There's no question about that. But more successful than on Solana is a bit of an interesting question. So a lot of the AI coins on base have actually run up to over $100 million market cap. Solana has yet to find an AI coin that's gone up over $100 million market cap this cycle. Well, base has found a couple of them. So that's pretty interesting. In that sense, you could say yes. But overall, Solana has much more volume than base does. And by and large, Solana has more multi-million dollar AI coins than base does. But the base team is starting to notice that AI coins are their strength, and they're really starting to lean into that from the institutional perspective. They are creating new rails and trying to onboard more AI agency onto the chain. It's kind of a space race going on in the market right now between Solana and base. They are trying to compete to see who can capture the volume of AI agents. Everyone knows that agentic technology is the future of finance, that pretty much everyone trading in the market is going to be a bot. And every chain is racing to try and get that volume on their chain so they can capitalize on the fees. It's all about the fees at the end of the day. Let's keep looking around. Do I think Clued is still worth buying? Absolutely not, Big Jimmy Timmy. You must be new to the market, or you must be dumb as a rock, bro. Have you ever heard the expression buy low and sell high? Buy low and sell high? You're supposed to buy a coin when it's low and sell it when it's high. Why on God's beautiful green creation would you be buying on the top tippy top green candle, bro? You are trying to buy right now on the all-time high of this token. There literally could not be a worse time to buy this token, and then you're asking me if you should buy it. That is just silly, man. Oz says, just saw the Buckcoin video. Hell yeah, Oz. Thanks for being in it. It was a fantastic video. I think it ended up looking really good. Fluffy is such a master of editing and directing and all that. So it came together quite well. Let's keep looking around and see what else is going on in the market. I'm really impressed by that Clued coin. Bohem the Lobstar. This was the first coin that I pulled up on the stream today. We pulled it up at $100,000 market cap, and now it's all the way up to 260K. So 2.6x. So far, so great. Market crashed. Yes, the market crashed. Bitcoin is the lowest price that it's been this entire cycle, and it keeps going down. We're going to see under 63,000 pretty soon. Market cap is collapsing, and volume is trending upwards. Pretty much every single coin is bleeding. You guys have not seen the bottom yet. We are deep in the bear run. What's your P&L? Are you seeing the market right now, bro? My P&L is minus $7 million, bro. I've lost $7 million within the past week. Look, this thing topped out at 270,000, and then now it's down here at 160K. The good news is I made $13 million from shorting XRP. Tiago says, did you get into One Piece rug? No, I did not. I don't buy rugs. BFS? No. Get out of here. DCA? Yeah, maybe. Let's keep looking around. Dave says, what's your net worth? Dave, what three-letter agency does it work for? You don't have to tell me the full title, bro. You just need to tell me the first letter of the three-letter agency that you work for, bro. Here's Autism Coin. 500,000 market cap. Let's zoom out on this. Is it an F? Is it an I? Is it a C? Let's look at this. This is at 260,000 and climbing. Pretty good motion on the chart. A lot of volume here. So far, so great. I like what I see. 662,000 at the top right here.
This is a crypto
510
rap
in the middle of the road. You see that there's a lot of relative strength in the market right now on meme coins. There's a lot of meme coins that are running up multi-million-dollar market cap. So far, so great. Let's keep looking around. Pipkin. Wow. This is 5 days old. It's a horse. And for some reason, it's at $957,000. 1.3 million at the top. A lot of momentum here. Yeah, this is pretty impressive. It's the strongest Pippin derivative that I've seen in the market so far. I guess I'm kind of curious why this has been moving the way that it has. But when you look at Pippin, the alpha play, it starts to make a little bit of sense. You know, Pippin has also been showing a lot of strength. Currently up at $750 million market cap. Could be cruising as high as $1 billion pretty soon, which is quite impressive. You zoom out on this. Zoom out a little bit more.
This is a crypto rap exclusive.
I mean, look at this chart. This is one of the most manipulated charts in the industry right now. Whoever's washing money through this is washing it like a hurricane. This thing topped out at $7.4 million. Sorry, $740 million. It's about to crack a new all-time high, which was 770. And it seems like pretty soon they could be making a beeline for $1 billion. Keep in mind, this is happening while the total macro market is trending down harder than we've seen this entire cycle. So these guys are absolutely cracked at washing money. Let's keep looking around. Here's One Piece, USD1. It rugged all the way down to $4 million market cap, which is a high market cap, but then you think that it started at 50 million with a bunch of KOLs trading it. Not quite sure how they started this running up so far, but I am not surprised that a bonk coin rug pulled, because pretty much bonk coins always rug pull. That's just the name of their game. And you know, Bonk and USD1, Bonk and World Liberty Financial might be the people that are getting exposed in the upcoming Zach XBT article that's publishing in just 2 days, exposing rampant market manipulation and insider trading in one of the biggest companies, most profitable companies in crypto. Pretty interesting. Let's keep looking around. Here's a coin called Percolator, $12,000 market cap, but there's a lot of volume in this. Their war token is a rug too? Yes, it is. It is. War is a rug created by Shmoo, who bundled the coin and he's selling on you. How's that for a Dr. Seuss? Where to buy crypto coins early? Well, here we're using Axiom. Axiom.trade is the website. If you go to the Pulse tab and you look on the top left, in the new pairs is where you're going to see the newest stuff. Malik says, when is he dropping it? It's going to be on the 26th. On the 26th.
This is a crypto rap
26th, literally in 2 days, Zach XBT is going to publish an article exposing one of the biggest companies in crypto of rampant insider trading and market manipulation. The catch is, he hasn't said which company it's going to be, so everyone can only speculate. The thing is, there's a lot of scammy companies in crypto, so it could be anyone, really. I just put a video about it out on my TikTok. You can watch my new TikTok about it. Go check it out, watch the whole thing, hit that like, comment, save. You're going to see all the top candidates. It's probably Pump Fun, says Integra. Well, Pump Fun is on the list. Pump Fun is on the list. Polymarket's on the list. Coinbase is on the list. Binance is on the list. World Liberty Financial's on the list. Meteoro's on the list. Pretty much nobody's safe. Boheme, the first coin that we pulled up on stream today, has now reached a new all-time high, $280,000 market cap, which is pretty impressive. So far, so great on this chart. Actually, God candled up to 300K as I speak. This is literally the first coin that we pulled up on stream today. We pulled it up a little under $100,000 market cap. Now it's gone well over 3 times since then. So far, so good. You bought pizza for 10,000 Bitcoin in 2013. Congratulations for your sacrifice, man. Without you, we never would have been in the market that we're at today. That first real-life physical transaction, that timeless crypto legendary story, has basically spawned the phenomenon that we see today. Where is Bitcoin going? It's probably going to like $20,000 or $30,000. I wouldn't be surprised if it went a little under 20,000 this cycle. But 20,000 is going to be a pretty solid floor. Let's keep looking around. And keep in mind, this is something I've been saying for over a month now, actually 3 months now. Bark says, crypto rap, be humble. Bark, I'm going to give you one chance to explain yourself before I ban you from this chat. What do you mean, be humble? What do you mean, be humble? Explain yourself, Bark. Let's keep looking around. 20K? Yeah, for sure. Why not?
This is a crypto
Yo,
rap
UFO
exclusive.
token. Remember the other day? Yeah, a lot of people have been bringing that to the stream. Bark, I still don't see a message from you explaining yourself. Your time's running out. This thing went to 450,000. Let's zoom out a little bit. So it just broke a new all-time high. Topped out at 400K before that. It's on track to hit 500K. Recent top at 480. This is a UFO coin. Bark says, don't block me. Bark, that's not an explanation. I'm going to give you one more message to explain yourself. If you don't send a message within the next 30 seconds of why you told me to be humble, then you're getting the ban hammer, bro. You have 30 seconds, so you better type quick. 480,000 at the top here. 450,000 in the middle of the road. Let's keep looking around. Clock's ticking, little bro. You got less than 20 seconds now. Punch is at $23 million market cap, down from a local top of 50 mil. We've seen this thing retrace quite a few times, but this is the heaviest retrace that it's made to this point. Let's keep zooming out. Bark, you've got less than 10 seconds. I'm not sure what you're doing, bro, but if I was you, I would get to typing.
This is a crypto rap exclusive.
Let's keep looking around. Do I think Totalis needs to recover before alt season? What is that some kind of indicator? I don't give a fuck about indicators, bro. The market is fucked because we're going into a global war. It has nothing to do with lines on a chart. Check out Gracious Maximus. Let's go do it. Gracious Maximus. Wow, this thing actually ripped. Total crypto market cap excluding stables and Bitcoin/ETH. Total crypto market cap is gonna be pretty bad, bro. I don't know if you remember the last time that it was under 2 trillion, but I anticipate that we're gonna drop as low as 1.5, 1.6 trillion, maybe even lower, which is gonna be abysmal. I mean, that's gonna draw shit down quite a bit. Total crypto market cap. Forget all the no stablecoin, no Bitcoin, no ETH. I don't know why you would exclude that stuff. Alt season, we had like a little bit of an alt season at the start of the year. Alts were thriving. Not alts necessarily, but alternative investments to Bitcoin. The relative strength of Bitcoin has honestly been weak late in this cycle. I'm not optimistic about ETH at all. Pretty much nobody is optimistic about ETH at all right now, especially because the founder keeps dumping on people's heads. I think everything is going down quite a bit more, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Let's keep seeing. Let's lock in. I'm pretty bearish. Like, I've been bearish for a couple of months, and I'm pretty bearish going forward too. I don't think we've seen the worst of it. Like, you must have been around in 2022, 2023, right? Like, I really think we're going to be in a cycle like 2022, 2023 when things were just dead. It's going to be like a wasteland, like tumbleweeds rolling in the market. Everything is going to be dried up. Liquidity is going to be non-existent. It's going to be stagnant. If you've been in since 2021, then you remember how miserable things were between 2022 and 2023. Everyone left. It was a ghost town in the market. Nobody was touching anything, and the markets just did not have opportunity. And it was a prolonged bear, right? It was months of bear. So that's pretty much where we're going to be at, in my opinion. I think a lot of these guys that came into the market in 2024, 2025, or God forbid 2026, you guys have not seen anything yet. Like, you guys have literally not seen anything yet. This is going to be unlike anything you've ever experienced. You guys are about to get put through the meat grinder. Clued, here's Clued. It's at $2.9 million market cap. Recently topped out at 3.6. Pretty decent looking chart. Would you short if you believe the market is going down? Yeah, for sure, bro. I mean, it's been a good time to short pretty much every single day for the past 2 months. Like, if you don't have your shorts in already, I don't know what to tell you, bro. A perpetual short from 100K on Bitcoin. Perpetual short from 130 on Solana. Perpetual short from 1,000 on BNB. Perpetual short on 3,000 from ETH. Like, everything you would have been cooking. It's been delicious. Shorts are getting liquidated with those manipulated spikes. Kind of. They crime candled us between 97 and 105, but mostly it's been longs getting liquidated. Like today, the big downturns that you saw, they liquidated hundreds of millions of dollars worth of longs. It's been pretty crazy. Sandwich says, I perpetual short on 126K BTC. Nice, bro. That's exactly how it should be. BNB looking very interesting at 590. I'm scared that Binance is going to go belly up this cycle, bro. I'm not going to lie. A lot of FUD on the timeline. People are really putting the pressure on them. Obviously, they're almost invincible. They're almost too big to fail, but they've had so much outflow, literally billions in outflow, and there's all these rumors about their market manipulation and whatnot. Like, they might, if the wrong thing happens, if there's like a black swan event, they might be cooked, which would be hilarious. It's going to be unlike anything we've ever seen before, right? It's going to be like FTX level, but honestly worse. What price do I think BNB can do? 300 to 400? For sure 300 to 400, bro. I wouldn't even be surprised if it dipped a little below 300. If this FUD comes to fruition, it's going to be cooked, bro. It's going to be cooked. Tokenomics are fine. They do a lot of burns and stuff, but there's still a lot of selling on the chart. Like, you've been around long enough to remember when BNB was $200, right? Like, you remember when BNB was dancing between 300 and 100. So yeah, you know, every coin pretty much is at the same price that it was 5-6 years ago across the board. I don't think Binance is going to be any exception. The only exception is going to be Tron, because they commit so much crime to keep their chart up. Until they lock up Justin Sun, then it's going to be that. Let's keep looking around. Oh. I'm interested in this coin because it has a lot of volume and a lot of copycats. I wonder if this is going to end up hitting the top. Sol is a rug. It's mintable. Yeah, for sure. Sol is going to have a tough time this cycle for that precise reason. They're really swimming against a current. Let's keep running. Thoughts on Algorand? Has that coin even existed since 2020? Let's go pull it up. Algorand. Let's see how long it's been since this coin has gone up. You ready? How long has it been since this coin has gone up? Last time this coin went up was in 2021. This coin has been down only since 2021. Why on God's beautiful green planet in this ripe cryptocurrency market with so much opportunity would you ever invest in this garbage, bro? This coin has done nothing but go down since 2021. All-time high of this coin was on September 11th, bro. Isn't that bearish? This coin is so terrible, bro. It is so terrible. This thing ought to just go straight to zero, man. I don't know why you would accept the opportunity cost of a coin that's gone down for 5 years. Like, I gotta level with you, bro. The coin has gone down for 5 years. I don't care if it's the greatest technology on the planet. I don't care if everybody and their grandmama uses that for their bank account. That coin fucking sucks, bro. This live made me bearish as fuck to where I got a dip. Don't fool yourself, bro. There's still going to be plenty of opportunity in the meme coin markets. This is going to be relatively insulated from the overall macro downtrend. The infrastructure we have for memes is so strong nowadays, and the influx of retail we have is so impressive. You're still going to be able to make money, man. There's no reason to be afraid, unless you have your net worth in altcoins and shit. I'm bearish on the macro for sure, but I'm pretty bullish on memes. Retail is on the sideline the second it's a risk-off environment. I'm going to try my best to make sure retail is here the whole time. But they are fair weather friends. Like, they do just turn around and run whenever they see a little bit of red. I got off like 3 hours ago. I was going through it. What do you mean you were going through it, bro? You good? Like, this thing bottomed out at 160K. Now it's climbing again. 260 and climbing. Interesting. Might crack a new all-time high. Even memes are cooked. The amount of bots, agents, and bundlers cooking shit. Yeah, I mean, they're cooked in a different way. The coins are still going up, though. Bro, just launch a random AI coin. Has my camera been off this whole time? How long has my camera been off? You guys gotta tell me when that shit is off, bro. Come on, bro. Nobody said some shit? Man, you guys got me fucked up. I'm like, why is my shit going down? My viewership is going down, and you motherfuckers aren't telling me anything, chat. That's foul, bro. Alright. Make sure you guys tap that screen. Show some love in the chat. Drop a comment. Tap that screen. We gotta run this viewership up. I want 100 people in the chat. 92 is too little. Let's keep looking around. USS, the United States Shitter. I don't know if you guys have heard about this, but basically, the Navy has been deployed Navy has been deployed into the Middle East in one of the largest movements that we've seen outside of wartime, outside of official wartime, right? There's a lot of airplanes over there too. Again, largest movement that we've seen outside of wartime. Everybody's speculating that we're going to begin an assault on Iran as early as tomorrow, but most likely before the end of the month, right? Now, these soldiers that are inside of this ship, basically what's going on is there are 10 zones of toilets within an aircraft carrier. 10 zones of toilets. And in every zone, there's many toilets, but there's only one centralized pipe system for each zone. So if you manage to clog the zone of a toilet, then that will eliminate all of the toilets in that corner of the ship.
This is a crypto rap
So what
exclusive.
soldiers, Navy seamen have started doing is flushing down t-shirts, flushing down metal objects, flushing down obstructive things so that they can clog the toilets, with the end goal of clogging the central infrastructure and shutting down the entire plumbing of the whole ship, because then the ship has to go back for maintenance. These guys are sabotaging their own ship so that they don't have to fight. These guys are literally clogging the toilets to prevent combat. This is something that is happening right now on Navy ships in the Middle East. So that's what this coin is about. It's pretty interesting. True story. Uh, 25,000 market cap and climbing right here. A lot of volume on this on Percolator. We've been watching this since a really low market cap, since all the way down a little under 10,000 actually. So far so good. Or so far so good. Unknown says, bro, how does Scented trade so much? I don't get it. He trades like 18 hours a day.
This
Unknown, imagine you were making
exclusive.
literally hundreds of thousands of dollars every single day. Wouldn't that give you energy? Like, you'd be drawing energy from another dimension, bro. You would be so locked in. Imagine if you had a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to make hundreds of thousands of dollars literally every single day. You only need 6 hours of sleep. You trench every single day. You fall asleep. You wake up. You keep trenching. Why wouldn't you if the money was that good? To me, it makes a lot of sense. Let's keep looking around. Do some people get funded from a prop firm? You mean like those traders, Scented and Cupsy and all them? I don't think so, but it's not outside of the question. It honestly could be. Look at this right here. Sailors on the USS Gerald Ford are intentionally clogging the sewage system with t-shirts and socks because they don't want to fight. Many viral posts with millions of views, 4 million on this one already, have been made, with people making memes and praising the sailors for their actions. Our patriotic United States shitters. The planned U.S. attack on Iran has a hitch. Most of the missile-targeting crew are queuing for toilets on the lead vessel, the U.S. Remember when people fished Bored Apes from connected wallets to OpenSea? with Ledger or just in general? I do remember that. What was your monthly P&L average when you started? It started slow for sure. I probably only did like a couple thousand in my first month. Probably only did a couple hundred in my second month. Probably again a couple thousand in my third month. By the fourth month, I was making like mid thousands. I cracked 20K in my port probably by the fourth month or the third month or something like that. By the sixth month, I must have been around 60 or 70,000. So then I was making about 10K a month, and then by the time it was a year, I was making well over 10,000 bucks a month. I remember really vividly. One time I looked up how much I spent on DoorDash, literally in 1 month. Like this was like a little over a year after I started investing. I spent $17,000 on DoorDash in 1 month. I don't do that shit anymore, but like at the time, I didn't know how money worked or whatever. A lot of people are like that. I was DoorDashing every single meal, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and I was DoorDashing like $100 steaks and shit. That shit was funny. How much did you tip? I also was a generous tipper, bro. Let's keep looking around. You were doing the smartest thing to keep printing. That's exactly how I thought of it, right? I was thinking, okay, I'm not going to waste any time on dishes. I'm not going to waste any time on cooking. I am making so much money right now. This is the bull run. I got to lock the fuck in. So I was doing all that. How long have you been doing this for? Probably like 10 years of holding crypto, and then probably like 7 years of trading DeFi meme coins and shit. What year was that? That was cycles past, bro. That was at least 5 years ago. Why are we ignoring the next Rismus? Because why the fuck would we invest in the next Rismus, bro? That sounds like the dumbest shit I ever heard in my entire life, bro. Investing in the next Rismus sounds like financial destruction. Yeah, Rizter, I couldn't imagine a worse narrative, bro. That sounds like honestly the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life to invest in, bro. Straight up. 110%. Do I ever see the trenches coming back like before? Yes, totally. Absolutely. Bohemia. So Bohemia was the first coin that we pulled up on the stream today. We pulled it up at 90,000 market cap. Topped out at just a little under 300,000. It was like 290.
Generational wealth.
Up, you know, so far so good. Thank you for the hat, partner. I appreciate it. Oh, wow. Another grown man bought a coin about Easter. That's crazy. Oh, another grown man bought a coin. I better go buy that coin because another grown man bought that coin. I base all of my financial decisions about what other grown men do with their money, bro. That makes a lot of sense. It's the easiest way to make money in this industry is just to buy something that somebody else bought. Right? Grow up, little bro. You always fading these TikTok coins? Yes, bro. They're always rugging you and scamming you. Jesus fucking Christ, bro. Let me pull up this stupid shit coin. Oh, wow. 104,000 market cap. Oh, it's got the worst fucking chart I've ever seen in my entire life. It was literally one bundle candle. And then it has done nothing but go down since it came out. Jesus Christ, bro. I should ban you from this stream just for fucking pulling this shit up, bro. You are wasting my goddamn time right now. This is hideous, man. This is literally probably the worst chart that I've ever seen in my entire life. You said this was going to $10 million, bro? You said this is going to millions, bro? You are as dumb as a fucking rock, bro. I'm so dead ass. How much did they pay you? Which one of these bubbles is you, man? Which one of these little bundle bubbles down here is you? I know you're one of them. Don't even play, bro. Which one of these is you? I think you're in this cluster right here. You're really doing all that just for holding fucking 0.8% of the supply, man? 0.4% of the supply was enough for you to shill the shit out of this coin? Man, you could go fuck yourself, man. You could go fuck yourself. This coin is so ass, chat. Never buy that shit in your entire adult life. If you touch that chart, so help me God, I will ban you from this stream. That thing was a goddamn embarrassment, bro. That thing was such an embarrassment. Yeah, I got the camera on. Man, that was god awful, man. I feel like I need to pour bleach into my eyeballs just to forget I saw that fucking chart. Alright. I couldn't it was literally worse than I could have imagined. Like, I was imagining a pretty shitty chart, but that was like so fucking bad. Like, that was actually crazy. Like, what the fuck are these guys doing? I wasted electricity looking that coin up, bro. Electricity, fuck that. I wasted my life looking at that up, bro. I wasted my precious time, bro. I'll never get that back. Alright, United States shitter is finally starting to move a little bit. It's up to 20k market cap. I broke down the narrative to you guys. I said it was pretty bullish. You guys all laughed at the story. Narrative is stronger than anything, right? I said that the only thing that needs to happen on this coin is some of the insiders and bundlers need to get out. As this chart has progressed, that's been happening slow and steady. So the percentages are lower now than they were before. I don't think they're good still, but they're about alright. But this, again, just off a narrative alone, seems like the kind of coin that could be a runner. Like, you guys really responded well to this. I think many people in the market are going to respond well to this. This is the kind of narrative that could catch external attention. Elon might say something about this. Other big names might say something about this. It's just one of those wild stories that are so, you know, so relevant to current events and so human, right? And so there's something in it for everyone. Another 30k max, maybe. That could be too. I mean, there's a lot of bundlers, a lot of rug pullers, and there's 22.5% in the top 10 holders. So if they decide to keep this down, they'll keep this down. But on narrative alone, this is strong. On distribution, it fails. On volume, it can do a little bit better. But if this one doesn't moon, then I feel like another coin with this narrative will moon. Thoughts on Reduary? It is a rug pull, bro. Again, if somebody is telling you to buy a coin on TikTok, do not buy it. If somebody is telling you to buy a coin on TikTok, do not buy it. Do not buy it. The top trader on this coin is the dev. He sniped his own coin. Do not buy it. Not financial advice. Elon has mentioned the singularity 20 times since the year started, by the way. What singularity? Like the technological singularity with AI and agents and all that shit? Or black holes or what? Are you saying that because you're bullish on a particular coin called singularity or something? This coin's at 95,000 and climbing. So far, so great. You already know what the fuck going on, chat. I go by the name of Ynot. I'm the greatest crypto rapper of all time, and we are locked in the trenches. Your bro fell asleep on USS? That's crazy, bro. That is crazy. That man is about to wake up to $0.00, or he's about to wake up to a multi-million runner, bro. If your brother actually fell asleep on that shit after buying this low, and then it moons, like goes multi-million, that will be so funny. That will be so funny. What's it like being rich? What do you do for fun? Well, I stream to you guys for fun. I actually have a lot of fun doing this.
This is a crypto
And the nice thing
exclusive.
is I don't have to like sell you guys anything or tell you to buy anything or hustle you guys or rug you guys. Like, I literally can just do this for the love of the sport, right? I go out on the water often. I live very close to the beach, so I spend a lot of time in the water, swimming, paddling, fishing, etc. I travel a lot. I've been in a lot of different places recently. I was just in Denver last weekend, and I'm going to Utah probably tomorrow. I've been in 3 different continents in the past month. I just do my thing, bro. You feel me? But it's all for the same goals, right? It's all to educate and onboard the next generation of crypto investors. It's all to make a name for myself in the industry. I want to revolutionize Web3 culture and change crypto forever.
This is a crypto rap exclusive.
I want to be him, you feel me? I want to be bigger than Roaring Kitty. I want to be bigger than Murad. I want to be bigger than Thread Guy. I want to be the biggest crypto influencer to ever grace the world. And I want to break out of the blockchain, and I want to onboard millions of people. You feel me? That's like my goal that I'm laser focused on. That's why I show up and put so many hours in. Let's keep rocking and rolling. Don't you open up that window.
Generational
Don't you let
wealth.
out that antidote. You're going to be president of the United States? Nice. When you're president of the United States, you're going to have to pardon me for financial crimes. So lock in, bro. 22,000 and climbing here on USS. It's kind of a slow cook. Let's keep looking around. Percolate, percolate, percolate. Is this a good time to invest in 6-7? Are you serious? I don't think so, little bro. Is Bitcoin and XRP cool or just hold and wait? What do you mean by cool?
This is a crypto rap exclusive.
Yeah, they're pretty cooked. Now hold is not really the answer right now, because I think both of them are going lower. But if you're already stuck with your bag, then I guess you could just hold, since you're clearly pretty new to this. But what you should have done was tether both your Bitcoin and your XRP probably 2 months ago, when it was at a much higher price. Then you could have bought back right now and had much more of it, right? This Angelo coin is pushing a new all-time high. We've been following this since around a little under 50k market cap. Now it's topped out at 100k, still shredding upwards. So far, so good. I wonder what this is. Must be some kind of an AI agent bullshit. Archangel of Soul. Maybe it's like a trader play. Maybe it's like that big trout, white whale derivative type shit. Oh man, I wish I could stay up later, but I have so much to do, honestly. I gotta record a song tonight. God damn. And I gotta go to Utah tomorrow. Man, I'm too fucking busy, honestly. No limits at 790,000 and climbing. Topped out at 1.8 mil yesterday. How low do I think Bitcoin or XRP hits? I think Bitcoin's going to 20 or 30,000, maybe a little bit lower. I think XRP is going to 20 or 30 cents, maybe a little bit lower. I'm a rapper? Yes, I'm a rapper. That's why my name is Crypto Rap. I'm the greatest crypto rapper of all time. USS is going up again? But not really, bro. That shit's only at 24,000. They finally paid for deck screener though. Look at that banner image with the fucking porta potties all over the ship. That's so funny. If this runs up to over 1 million, then I'm gonna be geeked, chat. I'm gonna be geeked. With the double R. Speaking of double R, my homie just got that 1-of-1 Rolls Royce, and that shit is so fire, bro. I'm pulling up on him in Vegas soon, and I'll send you guys some pictures. I'll probably go live from inside of that. Can we short Bitcoin now? You could try, man. I mean, war in Iran is going to happen as early as this week if we can just stop clogging all the toilets. And when that happens, I'm pretty sure crypto market's going to take another shock. It's already priced in a little bit, so it might not be as heavy as we've seen, but everything's going to be pretty wrecked, man. I'm still of the mind that we haven't seen anything yet. Until you guys are actually panicking, like until you guys are actually like full on like, oh shit, this is over, that's when we're gonna actually turn things around. But that part hasn't happened yet. Louis G says, so what should we buy? Louis G, you should buy yourself some time to do some research and to figure out how to navigate this market so you don't have to ask another grown man what to do with your money, bro. You should invest in knowledge. You should study and you should practice. Then you're going to be successful in this industry. Crypto punishes people that look to others for advice, and it rewards people that take initiative, have high agency,
This is a
have an action
Crypto
towards
Rap
bias,
exclusive.
and make their own decisions. Never buy something because somebody else told you to buy something, bro. Nobody in crypto ever got rich because they bought something that somebody else told them to buy. Boom, boom, boom. Interesting. This thing has a weird amount of volume on it. Super bundled though. 20,000 in climbing. They clearly got a volume bot running on this. KOL fingerprints all over this. I'm not optimistic about it just because of those bundle percentages. In fact, it's rugging as we speak. But it did have a lot right out of the gate. A KOL is a key opinion leader. Key opinion leader. It's somebody that, it's this guy in particular. You see, his wallet pops up on my chart because he's somebody that has a lot of volume on Axiom and theoretically is supposed to make a lot of money. So people follow his trades. Sometimes they copy trade him, sometimes they counter trade him. But a KOL is a key opinion leader. It's the equivalent of an influencer in crypto. It's just a fancy way of saying influencer. Kooky overweight LARP. Yes, that is also accurate. So it's like a blue check mark? Yeah. It's the blue check mark of crypto. Here you can see another KOL on the chart. It's this guy right down here. His name is Zuki. So these are just people whose trades are tracked. You can see their bubbles. Have you seen Clued? Yes. It was a banger. I mean, it ran to almost $4 million market cap in not a lot of time. Other people can see mine? No. Unfortunately, you have no on-chain motion, and nobody is interested in tracking your trades. So no, nobody can see yours. If you have on-chain motion, then people will track your trades, and they will see your bubble. Coin's at 27K now. Looks like it might be going to that migration market cap, which would be pretty interesting. Would be pretty interesting. You're going to sleep? I'm about to join you, bro, in just a few short minutes. But we're locked in for now. Cheers, Zeta. Thanks for tuning in, and thanks for getting your brother on board, bro. I wish him luck. He's up right now. He's sleeping like a baby, and the chart's moving. I wish there was something else worth looking at right now. There's literally nothing in the market worth looking at right now. But at least the new pairs have died down. Earlier today, it was literally at like 13 new pairs, which was a little crowded in my opinion, especially for how bearish the market is. Right now, there's only 5 of them. Clued goes higher. I wouldn't be so sure about that, bro. It ran up so quick, and it's already at such a high market cap relative to everything else that's going on right now. If this goes higher, it would have to have some real motion behind it. Like, there would have to be a reason for this to go higher. Honestly, this chart looks hella manipulated, hella painted to go on the way up. Top traders and insider, bundler, sniper, insider, bundler, sniper, bundler, sniper, insider, insider, insider. They even have insiders that are fresh wallets on this. People that didn't buy a single token and they're up thousands of dollars. I think this is an extraction play, and I anticipate that it's going to go to 0. It would take a lot of work to get it up over $4 million market cap, especially with how competitive the AI landscape is right now. Look, this Gaper coin that we were just looking at around 70,000 market cap has now gone up to 140,000 in one candle. Pretty impressive. Goat says, short ETH, basically free. Yeah, even the founder's selling, bro. Basically free. Short ETH. Not financial advice, do your own research. But nobody wants to hold ETH right now. Not even the guy who made the damn thing. Is there anything you recommend to study specifically about crypto? Specifically is kind of a hard term, it depends on what you want to do, right? So first you should know what blockchain technology is and how it works and what differentiates different blockchains as your base. Then you should, if you're interested in the kind of meme coin trading that we're doing here, this is all Solana meme coin trading. So understand what Solana is, understand what a meme coin is. Then when you jump into the trenches, you have to understand what the different quantitative and qualitative characteristics of meme coins mean. That's going to be really important. Quantitative characteristics are numbers. These are things like market cap, like volume, like liquidity, like supply, like global fees paid, like holder count, like distribution. And all of these characteristics you should study independently and have a mastery of what each of them mean and which ones are good for a coin and which ones are bad for a coin and what kind of numbers you're looking for. And so you study this outside of the market by looking it up and asking questions, and then you practice this inside of the market by looking at the quantitative metrics of the coin as it moves. So you buy a little bit, you hold the coin, and you watch those numbers as they change as the coin moves forward. Then the qualitative metrics is another dimension, right? Qualitative metrics are things that are not numbers, right? This is things like narrative and how it fits into an overall broader narrative trend or meta. These are things like community. These are things like content that comes out related to the coin. All of these things are important as well.